Alright, good morning and welcome. We are here with break 369, another 25 Elite combo break featuring a 25 Elite Hobby Box, a 25 Elite Priority Box, a 25 Elite USA. Our team list for this one, our first pick your team. Broncos, Damon, Rowe, Raiders, Toby J, Bulldogs, Adam Barber, Sharks, Anthony Ryan, Dolphins, David Wyatt, Titans, Scott Sager, Manly, Lee Roberts, Storm, Adam Barber, Knights, Troy Page, Cowboys, Matthew Tidbury, Eels, Steve Harris, Panthers, Adam Barber, Rabbitohs, Brett Hudson, Dragons, Rodney Wyatt, Roosters, Jarrod, Legge, Warriors, Kevin Follas, Tigers, Richard Harris. I'm not sure if I've misspelt that or it's the same spelling, Mr. Jarrod. Alright. Let's bring our chat up and our team list. There we go. Alright, we have our priority and our USA. We'll leave them for last. I'm going to refresh that to catch up the video. Alright, let's find out our lucky case card winner. Panthers, number 36, Adam Barber. First, I'm not sure if what we have as far as website goes, but it's the first one for the breaks. Morning, Jeff. Morning, Rodney. Good luck, mate. Here we go. First box of the day. Got a new Bulldogs Raz up, guys. We managed to get the other one done this morning. We've got 3 breaks listed as coming soon. New recruit for Manly. And single cards have started going up. And some selling just as quick as they're being listed. Elite 25 Elite is definitely another big release. It is going well. Number 149, Tony Francis, White Young Guns. Renato Mulatalo, parallel for the Sharks. In the reps, Reece Welsh. First box, BD, number 2, Mikey Fodawaker for the Titans. Nathan Cleary, parallel for Panthers. Jerome Luai, new recruit for Tigers. Gold marquee. Number 1. Jersey number. Oh, congrats, Rod. There we go. Clint Gutherson for the Dragons. Tommy Turbo, parallel for Manly. Marquee, Bradman Best for the Knights. Vegas, Adam Fanua-Blake for the Sharks. Cowboys, parallel checklist. New recruit, James Fisher-Harris for the Warriors. In the Knights for the Masters Series, Spencer Leniu, parallel for the Roosters. In the reps to make Upton for Jillaroos. Will Warbrick, parallel for Storm. New recruit, Saitili Tupanua for the Bulldogs. Morning, Jarrod. How's it going, mate? Good luck in the break. Dally M, Julia Robinson for the Broncos. No worries, Lee. I can't do much at the moment, mate. Rabbitohs parallel checklist. A Rep Stars, Tommy Turbo. Marquee, Clint Gutherson for the Dragons. Isaiah Katoa, parallel for Dolphins. New recruit, John Bateman for the Cowboys. Duo Storm Sig from the case of Roofing guys. We actually, a couple of people have scored one already. We opened our first one yesterday. First one I'd actually physically or even seen a picture of. Ethan Strange, Vegas for the Raiders. Jermaine Hopgood, parallel for the Eels. In the reps, Lily Ann Wyatt. Ruby Mojo, number 13. Corey Pay for the Broncos. If you're talking to me, John, we haven't even listed ours yet. I'm not up to that, but I'm not sure. Jacob Preston, parallel for the Bulldogs. It's just different team sigs now, I think, that we've got left to find. No golden tickets or one-of-ones for us as yet. New recruit Daniel Saifiti for the Dolphins. Golden Age, number 22 for the Bulldogs, 2004. Chance Nicole Clockstad, parallel for the Warriors. The other customer I know that hit one, he sold his for 700. Daly Cherry Evans, marquee for Manly. Dally M, Adam Fanua Blake for the Warriors. Ben Hunt, parallel for the Broncos. And that is box 1 done and dusted. Vegas, Jesse Ramian for the Sharks. Jacob Little, parallel for the Dragons. What'd you miss? You got the first card of the break, mate. Why weren't you here? Panthers got the case card, and I think, what's that, new recruit? Aaron Clark for the Warriors. Oh, parallel. Dally M, Casey Ray for the Dragons. Angus Crichton, parallel for the Roosters. Patrick Carrigan in the Rep Stars. Marquee Nathan Cleary for Panthers. Eliza Katoa, parallel for Storm. Panthers, number 39. They must have been waiting for you. In the booklet, Dylan Edwards. Joseph Tarpanay, parallel for the Raiders. Titans today is Scott Sager. Oh, who? Sorry, I misread that. I thought you said who has it. It's Milwaukee. Marquee Samai Matorfa for the Raiders. New recruit Hohepa for the Sharks. New recruit Matt Arthur for the Knights. White Young Guns, Blake Moser for the Broncos, 191. Knights parallel checklist. Jack Whiten in the Rep Stars. Mitchell Barnett, parallel for the Warriors. Dally M, Nico Hines for the Sharks. Jerome Luai, parallel for the Tigers. Sapphire Mojo. Number 4, Matthew Tomoko for the Raiders. Jai Gray, parallel for the Rabbitohs. New recruit, Gehamat for the Broncos. Vegas, Wade Egan for the Warriors. Jeremy Marshall King, parallel for the Dolphins. Marquee, David Fafita for the Titans. Golden Age, number 63 for the Storm, Adam Barber. Dylan Brown, parallel for the Eels. New recruit Chad Townsend for the Roosters. In the Kangaroos for the Masters Series, Stephen Crichton, parallel for the Bulldogs. Zali Faye in the Rep Stars. Avania Elite in the Rep Stars. Ruby Mojo, number 47. Cody Walker for the Rabbitohs. Milwaukee Fodawaker, parallel for Titans. New recruit, Lazarus for Storm. And that is another box done and dusted. Kennedy Sherrington in the Rep Stars. Emerald Mojo, number 2. Isaac Tago for Panthers. New recruit, Clint Gutherson for the Dragons. Adam Pompey, parallel for the Warriors. Vegas to make Upton for the Gillaroos. Ethan Strange, parallel for Raiders. Pink Diamond, number 34. Saratoga Tuki for the Tigers. Adam Reynolds, parallel for the Broncos. Marquee, Big Papa for the Raiders. Vegas, Dane Laurie for the Panthers. Parallel, Jesse Ramian for the Sharks. Ethan Sanders, new recruit for the Raiders. Master Series, Andrew Johns in the Blues. Zai Yo, parallel for Panthers. Yasmin Clydesdale in the Rep Stars. Ben Hunt in the Rep Stars. Luke Brooks, parallel for Manly. New recruit Shabarsky for the Broncos. Ruby Mojo, number 18. Angus Crichton for the Roosters. Daniel Saifiti, parallel for the Dolphins. Marquee Liam Martin for Panthers. Daly M. Jerome Hughes for Storm. Joe Offengowie, parallel for the Eels. New recruit Matt Arthur for the Knights. Daly M. Keely Davis for the Roosters. Tyson Frizzell, parallel for the Knights. Rep Stars, Jaden Campbell. Number 53 in the Knights. Jack Wyatt, parallel for the Rabbitohs. New recruit Chad Townsend for the Roosters. White Young Guns, Sione for the Dragons, number 46. Bulldogs parallel checklist. Marquee James Tedesco for the Roosters. Sanua Taruva, parallel for the Tigers. Last packet for our third box. New recruit Lazarus for Storm. Adam Dewey, Sapphire Mojo for the Tigers, number 13. Xavier Savage, parallel for the Raiders. Tarrant Aiken in the Rep Stars for the Jillaroos. New recruit Lewis Dodd for the Rabbitohs. Black Young Guns, number 98. Bailey Haywood for the Bulldogs. Dream Buller, parallel for the Tigers. Marquee Ruben Cotter for the Cowboys. New recruit Matty Nicholson for the Raiders. Vegas Matthew Tomoko for the Raiders. Leo Thompson, parallel for the Knights. New recruit Marcelo Montoya for the Bulldogs. Daly M. Yasmin Clydesdale for the Knights. Isaac Tago, parallel for Panthers. In the Knights for the Masters Series, Tyrone Munro, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Yes, he is in this one. That's him. You can tell him he's already hit a BD. Rep Stars, Zach Lomax. Max Plath, parallel for the Dolphins. Ruby Mojo, number 28. Jacob Saifiti for the Knights. Roosters parallel checklist. New recruit Blaze Talagi for Panthers. Golden Age, number 1 for the Cowboys. Xavier Coates, parallel for the Storm. Marquee Abby Church for the Eels. Dally M. James Tedesco for the Roosters. Tyrell Sloan, parallel for the Dragons. Marquee, Stephen Crichton for the Bulldogs. Amali Olika R2, parallel for Manly. New recruit, Regan Campbell-Gillard for the Titans. Vegas, Liam Martin for Panthers. Tommy Dearden, parallel for the Cowboys. In the reps, the Hammer. New recruit, Isaiah Ayongi for the Eels. Marky Mark in the white Young Guns, number 161. David Fafita, parallel for Titans. Bree Chester in the reps. And that is box number 4. Marquee Kira Dibb for the Cowboys. James Fisher-Harris, parallel for the Warriors. Parallel, James Tedesco for the Roosters. New recruit, Blaze Talagi for Panthers. Zach Lomax, Sapphire Mojo, number 25. Harry Grant, parallel for Storm. Marquee, Ryan Pappenhausen for the Storm. Gold Marquee, Jerome Luai, number 42. Clint Gufferson, parallel for the Dragons. New recruit, Marky Mark for the Roosters. Dally M. Tiana Penatani for the Sharks. Bronson Sherry for the Bulldogs. New recruit Isaiah Youngie for the Eels. In the Blues Masters Series, AJ Brimson, parallel for the Titans. In the Rep Stars, Harry Grant for Storm. Taryn Aiken in the Gillaroos. Sebastian Chris, parallel for the Raiders. White League Sensations, number 4, Valentine Holmes for the Dragons. Sharks parallel checklist. New recruit Matty Nicholson for the Raiders. Ruby Mojo, number 33. Cowboys checklist. Dylan Edwards, parallel for the Panthers. Marquee Jerome Luai for the Tigers. Dally M. Angus Crichton for the Roosters. Reuben Garrick, parallel for Manly. New recruit Valentine Holmes for the Dragons. Chance Nico Klokstad, Vegas for the Warriors. Payne Haas, parallel for Broncos. Jamie Chapman in the reps. New recruit Regan Campbell Gillard for the Titans. White Young Gun Thomas Duffy for the Cowboys, number 17. Jackson Purdue, parallel for the Cowboys. Ali Briginshaw in the Gillaroos. Last packet for box number 5. Quincy Dodd in the reps. Box number 6. You recruit Jazz Tavega for Manly. Black Young Guns. Number 43. Samuel Stone Street for the Sharks. Cameron McInnes, parallel for the Sharks. Marquee Mitchell Moses for the Eels. Lauren Brown in the Rep Stars. Marquee Roger Tuivasa-Sheck for the Warriors. Kalen Ponga parallel for the Knights. Xavier Savage, Raiders Vegas. Panthers parallel checklist. New recruit Sanua Taruva for Tigers. In the Knights for the Masters series, Jake Jabojevic, parallel for Manly. New recruit Lewis Dodd for the Rabbitohs. Vegas Paul Alamotti for the Panthers. Tigers parallel checklist. Angus Crichton in the Rep Stars. Ruben Cotter parallel for the Cowboys. Get open. There we go. A Ruby Mojo, number 42. Marcelo Montoya for the Bulldogs. Tom Gilbert, parallel for the Dolphins. New recruit Carl Lawton for the Cowboys. Pink Diamond, number 25. Lily Ann White for the Knights. Ryan Madison, parallel for the Eels. Marquee, the hammer for Dolphins. Zach Lomax, Dally M for the Dragons. Marcelo Montoya, parallel for the Bulldogs. New recruit for the Dolphins. White Young Gun, Jake Humphries for the Rabbitohs, number 125. Luke Metcalf, parallel for the Warriors. Julia Robinson in the Rep Stars. Marcelo Montoya, new recruit for the Bulldogs. Dally M, Abby Church for the Eels. Dry Arrow, parallel for the Rabbitohs. 2 packets left, box number 6. Kalen Ponga in the reps. And gold marquee. Number 6. Stephen Crichton for the Bulldogs. Jesse Arthur's parallel for the Broncos. You recruit Marky Mark for the Roosters. Reed Marnie, parallel for the Bulldogs. Dylan Edwards in the Rep Stars. Marquee, Apsai Coruscant for the Tigers. Big Tino, parallel for Titans. Marquee, Tiana Penatani for the Sharks. In the black, League Sensations, number 46 for the Sharks, Adam Fanor-Blake. Parallel for the Warriors. New recruit Valentine Holmes for the Dragons. New recruit Anfanua Blake for the Sharks. Vegas Chanel Harris Tavita for the Warriors. Lachlan Elias parallel for the Dragons. Blues in the Masters Series. Reece Walsh parallel for the Broncos. Jessica Surgis, Rep Stars. Vegas, Isabel Kelly for Gillaroos. Kale Iro, parallel for Sharks. Ruby Mojo. Terrell May, number 22 for the Tigers. Adam Dewey, parallel for Tigers. New recruit James Schiller for the Knights. Sapphire Mojo, Alexander Brimson, number 15. Jacob Saifiti, parallel for the Knights. Marquee Cameron Munster for Storm. Dally M. Joseph Tarpanay for the Rabbitohs. Humphreys parallel for the Rabbitohs. New recruit Ben Hunt for the Broncos. New recruit Stefano for the Storm. Dally M. Lauren Brown for the Titans. Parallel Matthew Tomoko for the Raiders. In the reps, Keely Joseph. White Young Guns, Chevy Stewart for the Raiders. Lucky number 7. Dolphins parallel checklist. 2 packets left for the box. Rep Stars, James Fisher Harris. And last packet for the box. Pink Diamond. 31. Brooke Anderson for the Sharks. Parallel Zach Lomax for the Eels to finish us off. Well, to finish the box off anyway. Alright, box number 8. Emerald Mojo, Sandon Smith for the Roosters. Number 4, Regan Campbell Gillard, parallel for the Titans. Oh, get up. Marquee Ali Brigginshaw for the Broncos. Blake Braley, parallel for Sharks. New recruit Ethan Sanders for the Raiders. Marquee Angus Crichton for the Roosters. And the booklet patch number 95 is Jack Bostock for the Dolphins. Corey Horsburgh, parallel for the Raiders. New recruit Jamie Humphries for the Rabbitohs. New recruit Clint Gufferson for the Dragons. Vegas, Julia Robinson in the Gillaroos. Corey Pay, parallel for the Broncos. In the reps, Mitchell Moses. Blues Masters Series. Jarrod Skelton, parallel for the Tigers. In the reps, Romy Teasel. in the Vegas, Isaiah Yeo for Panthers. And James Schiller for the Knights. New recruit, Carter Gordon for the Titans. Black Young Guns, 146. Jai Gray for the Rabbitohs. No, 46. Murray Talagi, parallel for the Cowboys. Marquis Latrell Mitchell for the Rabbitohs. Dalian Alafiana Canberra for Titans. Dominic Young, parallel for the Roosters. New recruit, Asaya for Panthers. White Young Guns, 55. Lachlan Galvin for the Tigers. New recruit, parallel, Ryan Pappenhausen for the Storm. Dally M, Olivia Koenig for the Roosters. Liam Martin, parallel for Panthers. Josh Kerr in Maroons. Jake Trbojevic, Ruby Mojo for Manly, number 50. Manly parallel checklist. The reps, Isabel Kelly for Chillaroos. Pink Diamond, Keely Joseph for the Broncos, number 14. Valentine Holmes, parallel for the Dragons. Zach Lomax, new recruit for the Eels. And that is it for box number 8. Let's go straight into box number 9. Thank you, Rodney. White League sensations. Adam Fanua Blake for the Sharks. Number 8. Sandon Smith parallel for the Roosters. Lindsay Collins, rep stars in the Maroons. Marquee, Jamie Chapman for the Titans. Salami kick out, parallel for the Bulldogs. It's too cold to be drinking that much coffee here. I need to pee too much. New recruit for the Dolphins. Marquee, Herbie Farnworth for the Dolphins. Vegas, Abby Church for the Eels. Storm, parallel checklist. New recruit, Carl Lawton for the Cowboys. Zahara Tamara, Dally M for the Raiders. Eels, parallel checklist. New recruit, Ohepa for the Sharks. In the Kangaroos for the Masters Series. Jaden Sewer, parallel for the Dragons. Xavier Coates in the reps. Ruby Mojo, number 23. Cameron McInnes for the Sharks. Keanu Kinney, parallel for the Titans. New recruit, Jazz Tavega for Manly. Vegas, Aaron Clark for the Warriors. Braden Trindle, parallel for the Sharks. Marquee, Down between Zelezniak for the Warriors. Dally M, Brian To'o for Panthers. Paul Alamotti, parallel for Panthers. New recruit, Sanua Taruva for the Tigers. Wyatt Young Guns, number 207. Legge Hopewate. Daly Cherry Evans, parallel for Manly. Nico Hines in the Vegas. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, parallel for Warriors. Reps, Shanice Parker. Zali Faye in the pink diamond, number 64. Selwyn Cobbo, parallel for the Broncos. In the reps, Millie Elliott for the Gillaroos. Paul Allen, no, face card. Parallel, Sam McIntyre for the Cowboys. Last packet for the box. New recruit, Aaron Clark for the Warriors. Last box of the case. Ruby Mojo, Jermaine Hopgood for the Eels, number 19. Dragons parallel checklist. New recruit, Saitili Tupanua for the Bulldogs. Sapphire Mojo, Jackson Perdue for the Cowboys, number 10. Keon Kolomatangi, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Marquee Payne Haas for the Broncos. Gold Marquee Herbie Farnworth for the Dolphins. Number 31. Yep. That 3 was just in the wrong spot. Jermaine Isako, parallel for the Dolphins. Repstars, Isaiah Yo for Panthers. Marquee Tommy Turbo for Manly. And Marky Mark parallel for the Roosters. New recruit Isaiah for the Panthers. New recruit John Bateman for the Cowboys. Masters Series in the Knights. Junior Paulo, parallel for the Eels. Jesse Arthurs in the Repstars. Black Young Guns. Isaiah Ayongi, number 16 for the Eels. Connor Tracy, parallel for the Bulldogs. New recruit Zach Lomax for the Eels. Vegas Cameron McInnes for the Sharks. Bo Fermor parallel for Titans. Marquee Jesse Southwell for the Knights. Dally M Tommy Dearden for the Cowboys. Jamal Fogarty parallel for the Raiders. New recruit Carter Gordon for the Titans. Dally M Tiana Panatani for the Sharks. New recruit Jamie Humphreys for the Rabbitohs. White Young Guns. Liam Eason, number 46. Nope, number 6. Apposite Coruscant, parallel for the Tigers. 4 packets left in our 10th box. Kira Dib in the reps. Parallel Fletcher Sharp for the Knights. In the Vegas, Jamal Fogarty for the Raiders. Jerome Hughes, parallel for Storm. Repstars, Payne Huss. And that's the end of the case. Let's just tuck them down there. We have our priority and our USA left to go. We've been going with our USA first, so we'll stick with that. Repstars, Samai Matorfa and Jillaroos. Shannon Mato in the Repstars. Marquee Gold, number 66. David Fafita for the Titans. Spencer Lenu, parallel for the Roosters. New recruit, James Fisher-Harris for the Warriors. Masters Series in the Kangaroos. Will Warbrick, parallel for the Storm. White League Sensations, number 47. Mitchell Barnett for the Warriors. Chance Nico Klokstad, parallel for the Warriors. Dally M, Herbie Farmworth for the Dolphins. Renato Mulatalo, parallel for the Sharks. New recruit, CSL for Manly. Repstars, Cameron Murray. Ruby Mojo, Number 47, Blake Brayley for the Sharks. Ben Hunt, parallel for the Broncos. New recruit, Daniel Saifiti for the Dolphins. White Young Guns, Liam Henry for Panthers, number 53. Nathan Cleary, parallel for Panthers. Marquee, Kira Bibb for the Cowboys. Marquee, Mitchell Moses for the Eels. Jermaine Hopgood, parallel for the Eels. Stars and Stripes, Lachlan Galvin for the Tigers, number 41. New recruit, John Bateman for the Cowboys. New recruit, Saitili Tupanua for the Bulldogs. Dally M, Julia Robinson and Sheridan Gallagher. Randomise that between the two teams. Isaiah Katoa, parallel for the Dolphins. Vegas, Jackson Ford for the Warriors. And Jacob Preston, parallel for the Bulldogs. And our Super Boot, number 11, Jermaine Ozako for the Dolphins. Tommy Turbo, parallel for Manly. Vegas, Jessica Surgis for the Gillaroos. Lachlan Ilias, parallel for the Dragons. 4 packets left in the box. Stars and Stripes, number 55. Jai Gray for the Rabbitohs. New recruit, Jerome Luai for the Tigers. Sapphire Mojo, number 16. Bronson Sherry for the Bulldogs. Cowboys parallel checklist. Dane Gagai in the reps. Last packet for our USA. Marquee. Jarrod Rowe for the Tigers. Alright, well, that is 11 boxes down and 1 to go. New recruit Shabarsky for the Broncos. Vegas Jesse Ramian for the Sharks. Tom Gilbert parallel for the Dolphins. Dylan Edwards in the reps. Liam Martin, Vegas for Panthers. Jacob Little parallel for the Dragons. Jerome Luai, marquee in the priority number 35. Ryan Madison, parallel for the Eels. New recruit Chad Townsend for the Roosters. Dally M, Adam Fanua Blake for the Warriors. Marcelo Montoya, parallel for the Bulldogs. In the reps, Keely Joseph. Ruby Mojo. Number 23, Jamie Humphries for the Rabbitohs. Luke Metcalf, parallel for the Warriors. New recruit Clint Gufferson for the Dragons. Parallel Jesse Arthurs for the Broncos. And priority marquee Dylan Watine Zalesniak. Another number 1. Kevin Follas. In the Masters Series for the Blues. Eliza Katoa, parallel for Storm. In the reps, Jessica Surgis. Damon, Julia Robinson for the Broncos. Cameron McInnes, parallel for the Sharks. New recruit, Ethan Sanders for the Raiders. White Young Guns. Yet another number 1. Oren Keeley for the Dolphins. Few number 1s this break. Few number 1s in the breaks. Low numbers, jersey numbers. The breaks are definitely going off at the moment. Panthers parallel checklist. In the reps, James Fisher Harris. Black Young Guns. Not number 1. 125. Max Platt for the Dolphins. Parallel Angus Crichton for the Roosters. Isaiah, new recruit for the Panthers. We have 4 packets left to go, guys. And Pink Diamond, number 38. Racine McGregor for the Dragons. Jake Trbojevic, parallel for Manly. New recruit Carter Gordon for the Titans. Emerald Mojo, number 11, legs 11. Damien Cook for the Dragons. Ruben Cotter, parallel for the Cowboys. And lucky last, Marquee Tiana Panatani, number 32. Alright, well, that's all of our packets. We do have a few randomizations to do. We'll start with our Robinson and Gallagher Daly M between the Broncos and the Knights. Second will be our Jillaroos cards. And thirdly will be our Master Series cards, which includes the Knights, number 53. Alright, let's go. So, first off, let's copy that. Alright. Number 1, number 2, and number 3, Damon Rowe. Alright, let's refresh. How about we change screens? That helps. Alright, there we go. Number 1. This is for the Jillaroos. Number 2. And lucky last, number 3. Richard Harris with the Tigers. That's for the Jillaroos. But most importantly, last we have those Master Series cards with the Knights signature. So let's get that done. Number 1, number 2, and lucky last, number 3, Matthew Tidbury with the Cowboys. Nice work. Alright. Thank you to everyone for being a part of it. Don't forget to check out the available spots listed on the website. There you go. Mum's just giving me a call out before we say goodbye. Ruby Mojo's about 15-20 minutes away from being uploaded, guys. With what we've got so far, obviously. Plenty more to come, plenty more to bust. So make sure you start updating those wish lists. Even if there's no picture there, it's not in stock, you can click on it, open it up, and add it to your wish list. So when we do happen to open one, you are the first or one of the first to get a notification. But that is it. That is all. Hope you all had a ball. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the morning at 10 a.m. for our next